Welcome back to NC Bassin. Today we're on Skyview Lake. It's actually like a big pond, but it's called Skyview Lake. It's like a 5-acre pond. The fish are bedding. I've already caught one on the first cast while I was trying to get the water temperature. It's 59 degrees, but they're still spawning. This water is crystal clear. That's why I come here. And it's about the only time of year you can really get these fish shallow enough to catch them. This water is real deep. But they're spawning. Hopefully I get some underwater footage. Should be able to catch some fish. My PB came out of this lake a long time ago, but maybe we can find a big female. I'm gonna try to get some underwater footage, get some cool videos. Well guys, first cast. I'm sitting here letting my thermometer get the temperature before I do the intro, and I just decided to make a cast, and voila. Already got a little guy on the little crank. Actually, isn't that bad. We'll hopefully do some sight fishing here. Well, I'm hoping. Just a little guy. Hoping we can get some sight fishing in. Some underwater footage. Oh, there's a guy right there on his bed. That's all I come down here. This is the clearest water I have around my house. And there's some big fish in here. And here's the underwater footage right here. It was difficult to get the camera where I could get these fish not spooked, or sometimes I have the camera where you couldn't see. The water's dingy colored. It actually looks clear, but underwater with the camera it's got a little bit of stain to it. Had to get it really close to the bed for them to actually be able to see it. I thought I had good footage, and then I seen it and it wasn't that great. But I'm using a storm swim bait from Walmart. You can get they're cheap as can be, like 3 for $6. They're not little. Everybody makes fun of them, storm swim baits, but they actually can work on the bed. You take the bottom treble hook off, drag it across the bed. It looks just like a bluegill. You see this fish mouthing it, trying to get it off the bed. It's starting to get aggravated at this point. You don't see the 20 minutes I'm messing with this fish before it finally gets riled up. A lot of the fish were spooking. Some of them were locked down. A lot of females cruising. It was a little bit difficult. See, this fish is starting to get stirred up. It's getting a little bit angry. You also just gotta find the spot where the fish do not. Some spots of usually where they got the eggs, that's where the fish just doesn't like. Sometimes you hit a rock, they don't like it. Sometimes you hit the fish and they don't like it. You see, he just spits it right off his nest. He don't like it in that spot. This fish was difficult. I actually put a hook in her right here and still come back later. I actually caught a fish underwater, but the footage was terrible. Come back. Still trying to catch it. Using that storm swim bait still. Just looking at it, thinking about it, and here's me on the bottom.
God, I can't even land fish. God damn.
Now I'm on a bed with a shaky head and a robo-worm. Just something small. This fish kept pulling off the pinchers, and the little shaky head had actually get in its mouth. It spit it off that time. It's starting to get aggravated. Finally scoops it up, eats it. Set the hook, got her.
Fish.
Here's that one. I think she's the female. There's a little smaller male running around out there. Got him. They're hating a little robo-worm on the shaky head. That is getting the most bites. These fish are thick for males. I mean, the shad getting in here, I'm not sure shad were in here back in the day, but there's shad in here now. I think it's making a difference. Look how thick these fish are. This lake might be awesome in a couple of years. Already got it. It's easy when they can't see you. He was deep. Oh, and he's a little bedfish. A very little bedfish. He's out there about 3 foot. Went to a little elastic. Z-man little crawl, stand straight up. That is a tiny bedfish. I'm trying to catch this other one. He ain't a lot bigger, but at least a pound. He's still sitting there. He just don't want to eat. Love bed fishing. This is fun though. Clear water, bed fishing. It's a blast. Oh, wow. I'm trying to sight fish and cast past the bed and get that. If the wind would chill out, I could actually sight fish. I cannot see him. There he is. God. I got one hook this time. Little fatty jumping everywhere. Oh. Easy with that spinning rod. This little Z-man crawl is doing the trick. Stand straight up. He's about 2 pounds. Not quite, but he's a decent fish. 1 3/4. Get back in there and protect his bed. Got him. Yeah, he ain't that big. The jig got him angry, then I had to go with the small one. He wouldn't eat the jig, but not a bad size male. So fun just to sight fish them, and he didn't want to eat the jig, but he ate the shaky head. Sometimes you just gotta go in there with something small that's harder for them to pick up, move off their nest. He kept grabbing it by the trailer on the jig. I couldn't get a hook in him. He's a decent little guy. Let's get him back in there to guard his bed. It makes it way easier because the bluegill, this morning there was no bluegills. I didn't see any. Now the sun's out and this afternoon, bluegills are roaming, waiting for these beds to be unattended. They're going to steal the eggs. So it's making it easier for me to catch them. Plus I can actually see the sunlight out. There we go. He wasn't even on the bed. He's just out in the middle. Well, guys, you can see I'm trying to sight fish all the way on the island, but oh, he ate it. He could be on the bed, but I can see that fish is still there. He's way bigger too. But it's so hard to cast that far. I can barely see him. On the little wacky rig. He's a weird shaped, big head, small. Well, that one little guy. Getting warmer, fish probably gonna be biting, but we're gonna call it a day. I've got all these beds. I've messed with all these fish over here. A lot of them aren't locked on the beds, and those ones are tough to catch. They're just swimming around, going 6, 7 feet. I can't even tell which one's an old bed, a new bed, or what. A lot of the fish that you cast far away and get to are the ones that actually hit it. The ones I could actually see, I had to really aggravate, really get them to bite. There's a few that were locked on and a lot that weren't locked on, so this is this fun time. I love sight fishing. Some people might not agree with it, but it's so fun to watch just aggravate a fish, get them to bite it, set the hook, catch them. I missed a lot of fish today. A lot of them I missed, but they kept biting. I got lucky. Some of them I hooked and still got again somehow. They're going to protect their eggs a lot of times so you can actually catch these fish. Right now it's the time to be a bank fisherman. Here you are. This is the time, if you're a bank fisherman, you need to be out there fishing because you have a better chance of catching guys on the boat a lot of times. I mean, you cover more water on a boat, but you can sneak up on a fish real easy on the bank. You fish for it all day. You're not blowing in the wind, moving, or if you got power poles, it's still. You spook fish with a boat. It's so easy to fish from a bank right now. You guys need to get out there. If you're in North Carolina, fish are spawning right now. Get out there and get on the fish. And find some clear water. It's kind of hard to sight fish in muddy ponds, but if you can get some clear water, some kind of bait, it depends. Jigs, shaky heads, a lot of bottom baits, but a drop shot works good. A wacky rig just works. Just get out there, try to catch some fish, and it's so fun to actually watch them eat it, hook them. It's a blast. Get out there.